Hey everyone! Welcome to the Bold and Beautiful 24. I'm Alessio, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love Bold and Beautiful, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in. Bill's explosive betrayal and Hope's stunning breakdown. The aftermath of Luna's death and a father's desperate gamble. Let me tell you, this week in the Bold and the Beautiful is nothing short of explosive. If you thought we'd finally hit the climax after Luna's shocking shooting and all the trauma at the beach house, think again. The drama is only intensifying. We open on Monday, July 14th, with one man sitting squarely in the eye of the storm, Bill Spencer. And honestly, it's not looking good for him. Bill's at the center of the storm. Bill is spiraling. He's under fire from nearly every direction, and not without reason. People are furious with him for his role in the tragedy involving Luna Nozawa. Yes, she was the one who pulled the trigger. But people are blaming Bill for creating the conditions that led to the chaos. You can practically feel the tension radiating off everyone, especially Steffy Forrester and Hope Logan. They're exhausted, scared, and completely done with Bill's antics. And the shooting, it pushed things too far. Luna didn't just aim at Steffy, she actually shot Liam. And no one seems particularly upset about her grazing Sheila Carter's foot in the process. That injury barely registers compared to everything else that happened. Finn's guilt and Poppy's chill. John Finnegan, of course, is emotionally tangled up in all of this. He feels this deep sadness, not just for the lives turned upside down, but for Luna, the niece who turned out to be his biological daughter. Even after everything, even after the betrayal and violence, part of Finn still sees the little girl he used to know. Sheila Carter and Deacon Sharp are grieving too. Sheila, despite everything she's done, is deeply heartbroken. Luna was family, her grandchild. And though Deacon despised Luna for the trouble she caused, he still feels for his wife. He knows how deeply Sheila is hurting. She lost a piece of her family and, let's not forget, another toe. And then there's Poppy Nozawa, Luna's own mother. While others are mourning, Poppy's behavior is cold, detached. It's almost like she's relieved her daughter is gone. She's not crying. She's not holding vigil. In fact, she seems ready to wash her hands of the whole situation and move on. And that's striking a nerve with almost everyone watching. Tuesday, Liam's surgery and Bill's panic. By the next day, things are only getting more intense. Steffy and Hope are camped out at the hospital, anxiously waiting for updates on Liam. He's back in surgery, and they're on edge. Hope, especially, is barely holding it together. Her hands won't stop shaking, and every time the door opens, you can see her heart jump into her throat. And then there's Bill, pacing, stewing, and downright panicked. He's been at the hospital, waiting while Grace Buckingham operates on Liam. And it's clear now that it's not just about the gunshot wound. There's something more going on. Grace might finally tell Bill about Liam's inoperable brain tumor. That's been the whispered fear in the halls of the hospital, and if it's true, it changes everything. Now, just to clear up a rumor I've seen making the rounds. No, Grace is not lying about Liam's condition. I know some clickbait articles are pushing that theory, but don't believe it. This isn't a manipulation or some kind of scheme. Finn saw the scans. So did Bridget Forrester and a whole team of specialists. Liam really is in a fight for his life. Wednesday, Liam's fight to survive. By midweek, Wednesday, July 16th, we see a glimmer of hope. Finn and Bridget are cautiously optimistic. Liam, against the odds, is showing signs of resilience. He hasn't woken up yet, he's still in a coma, but he's holding on. And that's saying something. Remember, Liam is battling more than one issue here. He survived a traumatic gunshot wound to the chest, and he's still dealing with an inoperable brain tumor. He's been through more than most men could bear, and yet, he's still fighting. Grace had been urging him to begin cancer treatment before all this went down, but Liam had been hesitant. He was thinking about quality of life, about what kind of future he'd really have. But now, that decision isn't in his hands anymore. And that's where things start to shift in a dramatic way. Thursday, Brooke and Nick heat up, Ridge seethes. While the hospital is drowning in sorrow and fear, life is still moving forward elsewhere, and for Brooke Logan and Nick Marone, it's moving in a romantic direction. With Luna's death hovering in the background, Brooke and Nick find themselves reconnecting. Their chemistry has been reignited, and things are heating up between them just in time for the upcoming Italy trip. Jack Wagner only had a short arc this time around. He's got to head back to film when calls the heart, but what a story he's leaving behind. Nick and Brooke are getting closer every day, and Ridge Forrester? He's not happy about it. Taylor Hayes doesn't seem to mind Nick's presence. Yet. But if Ridge starts obsessing over Brooke again, that could throw Taylor into an emotional spiral of her own. And spoiler alert, Italy brings a game-changing moment for Taylor. Brad Bell himself teased it. One woman's heart is going to break, and from the looks of things, it might be hers. Friday, Bill goes rogue. Friday, July 18th, is when everything finally explodes. Grace completes Liam's surgery. He stabilizes. And just when it seems like everyone might get a moment to breathe, Bill makes a move no one sees coming. He takes Liam. Yes, Bill literally takes his unconscious son from a hospital without telling anyone. He's the next of kin. Liam can't speak for himself. And Bill decides he's not waiting around for red tape or second opinions. He pulls the trigger on a plan he's been quietly working on behind the scenes, getting Liam into a private clinic for cutting-edge, experimental cancer treatment. I've seen the stills. Hope and Steffy walk into Liam's hospital room only to find the bed empty. Their expressions? Utter shock. Bill didn't tell them. He didn't tell anyone. He just grabbed his son and vanished. The week of July 21st. Fallout and distraction. As the new week begins, the fallout is immediate. Steffy tries to throw herself back into work at Forrester Creations, but she's clearly distracted. How could she not be? Her ex, the father of her child, has vanished under her nose, and she has no idea what Bill's done with him. At the Forrester mansion, Taylor and Donna Logan have a little chat. Let's just say it gets tense. Donna's throwing shade, warning Taylor that Ridge will never truly be hers. That he'll always belong to Brooke. And Taylor? She's trying to play it cool, but Nick's presence is rattling everyone. Meanwhile, Brooke, Taylor, and Ridge all try to come together to support Hope and Steffy. Everyone's scared. Liam could die. He's out of reach. And the man in charge of his care, Bill, isn't answering any calls. Experimental treatment and Luna's shadow. At the secret facility, Liam's care continues. Grace is involved, but a new doctor joins the team as well, someone connected to the experimental treatment. It's risky. Unapproved. But Bill doesn't care. All he sees is the slim chance that his son might live. That's enough for him. Hope and Steffy are trying to stay strong, but they're also angry. Bill made this choice without them. He's taken control, and it feels like a betrayal. They feel helpless, cut off from the man they both love in different ways. And still, Luna's presence lingers. Finn and Sheila remain in shock over her death. Poppy remains strangely unaffected, and Finn begins questioning just how much she knew. Did Poppy play a role in what happened? Is she hiding something? The rumors are swirling. Fans are speculating. And I've seen the spoilers. Luna will be back in early September. So no, she's not really gone. Final thoughts. This storyline is one of the wildest we've seen in years. It's got everything: romance, betrayal, grief, secret plots, and medical drama. Bill Spencer is walking a dangerous line. His desperation to save Liam has turned him into a man willing to break every rule. And Hope. She's teetering on the edge of a breakdown. Luna's return will flip everything on its head. Brooke and Nick's romance might heat up, but Ridge is watching. And Italy. It's going to change everything. So stay tuned. The next few weeks are going to be absolutely unmissable.